Are you studying for USMLE exams? Here are 10 things you need to know while doing your exam. 1. The duration of the exam. The USMLE Step 1 consists of about 280 questions in total. The questions are divided into 7 blocks of 40 questions. The entire exam is about 8 hours, 1 hour for a break. 2. How much time can you spend on each question? That's about 1 minute and 30 seconds per question. 3. When to take a break and move to the next question. Generally, for me, if it takes me more than a minute to find the answer to a question, I will mark it, select it as marked, and then move to the next one. 4. Change or not to change your answer. Listen, unless you are 100% sure your answer is incorrect, never change your first response. For some reason, that first response tends to be the most likely correct answer. This has been my experience on several occasions. Do not fall into the trap of changing your answer. 5. Visualize, don't memorize. What do I mean by this? Visualize the question as you are reading it, allowing it to make sense to you. Read it as if you were seeing a patient for the first time, collecting all the information you need from the physical exam, the history, the labs, and then make a diagnosis. Even if you have seen a question like this before, do not fall into the trap of recalling and reporting. What do I mean by this? You may think the answer is what you did put in your last response, which was correct. However, one single phrase in this question may change your answer significantly. So pay attention to every word in the question stem and answer as appropriately. In some instances, you may be able to just recall an answer and give it, but just be mindful. You may get extra points for doing that exercise. 6. How you will schedule your breaks. Now, we alluded to taking breaks initially. There's 1 hour allotted for breaks. I personally like to take my breaks after 3 blocks of questions. That is usually the time period where I start to get fatigued. After about 3 blocks, I start to get tired. So you need to find out what works for you and select your timing likewise. What will you eat during your breaks? Now, I put this into a separate section because nutrition is important. This is something that we may overlook. For me, nuts, high protein diet, fiber, those are my go-to on exam day. Why? I try to avoid the spikes of sugar that can make me get fatigue, especially in these long exams. I don't want to have a sugar spike and then I'm tired midway in the exam. 8. Should I review? No. After you're coming to the end of this exam, you may wonder, you may ask yourself, do I have enough time to review every single thing on this exam? What I do, I focus on the topics which I marked, which was a little more challenging, and then I'll review those first. If I have the time, I will go through the remainder of the questions which I did, just quickly scanning through, seeing if the answers I had chosen and the question stem make sense. Like, do they match up? Am I answering the right thing for the right question? And you know, time and again I will see occasions where I clicked the wrong answer, but I knew what the answer was and I was able to correct it. So it's a good little exercise to practice. 9. Avoid anxious people. When you're finished with the exam, try to leave the exam area. There will be a lot of persons dissecting and doing a post-mortem of the questions around you. Try to avoid doing that. I mean, you may know this and it's very difficult not to do it, but please try to avoid doing post-mortems. It will save you a lot of headache and a lot of worry and a lot of stress. And finally, don't overthink, just relax. This is number 10. You have done the work, you have done your research, you have done your studies, and you have the exam out of the way. So take a chill pill. Now, go on a vacation, take a break, come out of your cave, come out of your hiding, go and let your family members know you're alive, talk with them, Try to live a little. Be human. And finally, when you have done it all, and when you have all these exams behind you, remember, this is just an exam at the end of the day. Your ultimate success is not determined by a single exam. So just take a breath, breathe easy. You have done your best. That's enough. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to this channel if this type of thing appeals to you. I'll try to put out more videos like this to help those who may benefit. So, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, say how this video has helped you, and keep on working hard. Never stop learning, never stop adapting, never stop, never stop, never stop. I'm Lerone Ainsworth. Thank you for listening. This is Lerone Lives MD. Have a blessed day. God bless you all. Take care.